to our very podcast of Nottingham MENCAP Matters. Turn up the volume.
It's me again.
Yeah, it's you again. Oh, we've got Simon with us again.
Sorry.
Well, it's all good.
Can't get the proper guest these days.
No. But talking about football, eh?
Talk about football.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
Well, before the season starts.
Oldest league football club.
It's Sheffield.
Nah, not
Sheffield FC started it, didn't it?
Yeah, but they're not going anymore.
Aren't they?
No.
They're not, are they? It's
No.
now Sheffield United,
Notts
Sheffield
County.
Wednesday. But Notts County.
Forest were the oldest league club for a few years when the county got relegated.
Yeah.
But now county are back in the league, showing off, thinking they're...
The last game I went and watched was Notts County versus Bury.
Oh dear, that sounds painful.
And
how much did they pay you to get in?
I don't know, but free.
It was free?
Yeah, I had 4 free tickets. Yeah, it was...
They're a funny lot, Notts County fans, aren't they? I think it's due to the lack of thumbs.
Yeah, lack of thumbs.
Yeah. They got webbed feet as well, you know. If you ever actually see a Notts County fan with his shoes off, he's got webbed toes. I think it's because they're so close to the river.
Not like Forest, is it?
No, we're proper.
Except they're on the wrong county, on the wrong side of the train.
On the wrong side of the river. But it's the bit that it's near the sewage works, isn't it? Which is more appropriate for Notts County. So when it floods and the drains flood, it all goes into Meadow Lane. It could be worse, they could be Derby fans, I suppose.
Oh yeah, there is that. Except then again, Derby lost last week, so it was...
That's terrible, isn't it? Poor old Derby. All those years we've had to suffer abuse from Derby fans.
How many cups has Notts won?
How many cups have Notts won? Did they win the Anglo-Italian Cup back in the 1990s? I think they might have done.
I know Forest have won it, I think.
Forest have won many cups.
Yes, too many.
Proper trophies, not like
not cardboard box trophies.
No. My dad used to go and watch. I shouldn't say this, because my dad used to go and watch Notts County when he was a little lad. And they had a guy playing for them called Tommy Lawton, who was actually quite good. He used to play for England. He's since come to his senses, he's a Forest fan now.
Look at Nottingham Forest now.
So are we going to stay up this season again?
Oh, look at Forest this season, it looks like... At least we're not Wolves selling everybody.
Well, that's true.
They're selling everybody.
I'm surprised we haven't got in on the action and bought some.
I know, this is the thing, it's like...
Mind you, have they got anybody worth buying?
Is it we're looking at getting Dean Anderson?
Well, we want Dean Anderson from Manchester United and Callum Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we've got to wait until Man United buy a new goalkeeper and then they'll sell us Dean Henderson.
It's just taking too long.
Yeah, it takes a while.
It's like everyone's buying it except Forest.
Have you seen the new kit yet?
No, it's coming out this Thursday.
This week, yes.
Yes. So
have you seen a sneak preview of it?
No, but hopefully...
Guess what?
What?
It's red.
Well, at least it's red, isn't it?
Have you seen the away kit?
That's is that...
Well, given the fact that half our team's Brazilian,
oh yeah,
they've decided to go with the Argentina strip for the away kit.
Wow. Which
is white with blue stripes down it, which isn't going to go down very well.
No, it isn't.
And given the fact that our away kit is normally yellow, which is the same colour as Brazil, you'd have thought they'd have stuck with that, but...
No, I thought they were going to do red and white.
Well, we used to have white away kit, didn't we?
Yeah.
But you can still get the retro ones. If you go on the website, they've got the nice retro one from the 80s and the 90s, the white away kit with the red collar.
Yeah. I used to play football back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who for?
I used to play for let me see. I used to play for school. Used to be I used to be up front, in midfield, in defence. No, I wasn't.
You must have been exhausted.
Yeah, well, in goal.
All at the same time?
No, all at the same time, no. It was.
I was going to say, it was just you against 11 people.
No.
Oh, okay.
Once I was at school and I actually went in goal.
Yeah.
I thought I'd give this a go. So my teammate passed the ball, and when I picked it up, no one was in the other end of the pitch. So there was no goalkeepers. I actually.
You whacked it and he went all the way in.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, see, I used to play golf for my school. Played 3 matches.
3.
Yeah, do you want to know the scores?
3-0.
Do you want to know the scores?
Yeah, go on.
5-0, 5-0,
5-0.
and 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah, and we didn't win any of them. 14 goals I let in 3 matches. It's depressing. And now I work for MENCAP. I think it's because I've got big hands. That's why they put me in goal.
Usually when you get big hands, you usually good in goal.
I was good in goal. I blame the defence, you know.
Oh, the defence is terrible.
My back four was useless.
See,
Didn't offer me any protection at all. I scored 1 goal, right? I used to play on the right side of midfield as well, and I scored 1 goal once, and the referee blew his whistle. It was a free kick, and I walloped this free kick right in the top corner. It was an absolute perler. Vroom. And the referee said no. Boo. Said it was an indirect free kick. So anyway, that's my life ruined.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, something else about football as well. It's like Mansfield Town missed.
Mansfield Town always miss out on the players.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Because they've got Nigel Clough, they've got Little Cloughie now.
Who's Little Cloughie?
Nigel.
Oh, they got Nigel now.
He's lovely, but he's
not
his dad.
he's not like his dad.
Not as good as his dad, no.
Like his dad was like amazing. Like he was at Derby, wasn't he?
When I was very little, I used to go and watch Forest when Brian Clough was manager. I was there the night we beat Ajax in the semi-final of the European Cup.
Wow, is that the
1980.
first one or the second?
Second one. We beat 2-0 at home and then lost 1-0 away. It was an amazing night. Very noisy. Trevor Francis, Gary Birtles, John Robertson, Cloughie the manager, Pete Shilton in goal, Viv Anderson, Larry Lloyd, Kenny Burns, Colin Barrett, midfield. Nigel Clough played later on.
Oh, was Nigel Clough playing?
That was the
Stuart
90s.
Pearce?
Yeah, you see I'm much older than you. Midfield was Martin O'Neill, John McGovern, Ian Bowyer, John Robertson, and up front was Trevor Francis and Tony Woodcock and Gary Birtles.
With Trevor Francis as well, it wasn't £1 million, was it?
They say that.
Cloughie
said, Cloughie always made the excuse that it was 999,999, but I think it was $1 million.
Yeah, I think it was actually. But
hell of a player though, Trevor Francis. Great player.
So we was the first team to do shin pads, I think.
First team to do shin pads. I think we were the first team to play in red. I know that.
Yeah, because
any Arsenal fans out there that might be watching this,
like Jake,
we need to inform you that you only wear red because we lent you.
Yeah,
a kit.
Like Canty.
Yeah,
like Canty and Juventus.
We lent Arsenal their red shirts because they used to play in claret.
Oh, what is it?
It's like wine, you know, like West Ham.
Oh,
that maroon colour.
Yeah.
They used to play in that, and then they said they wanted to change to red, so we lent them their red shirts. Yeah, and Manchester United used to play in yellow and green. They were called Newton Heath.
Newton Heath?
Yeah.
Before United?
Before they were Manchester United. So any Man United fans out there, we're the original Reds, the Garibaldis.
So that's what it is, Garibaldis?
Garibaldis, it was named after an Italian revolutionary whose followers used to wear red scarves. And that's where we took it from.
Like, there's like some players, like, what's that cricket players? Stuart Broad, eh?
Yeah, he's
Stuart Broad, he's a Forest fan.
Carl Froch, boxer, he was a Forest fan.
He wanted to box at the City Ground,
He did, but
he went to...
Well, I don't think we were very good at that time, so I want to...
Did he go to, like, Wembley?
Yeah, he boxed at Wembley.
I bet you that would have been a good fight if it was at the City Ground.
Well, it'd have been loud.
Lad.
You see, it's because they've not got thumbs, they can't clap properly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Flipper people.
Like a penguin.
Yes, very much like. In fact, what colour are penguins?
Black and white.
There you go.
Yeah, but look at magpies.
Yeah.
They haven't got thumbs, have
No, and they nick stuff. Very much like Notts County fans. You never leave your car unlocked in the meadows, do you?
Oh,
Let's
no.
be honest there. So there you go.
Now it's like sort of nice to see football coming together.
Football coming to, well,
What is it though?
well, as long as Notts and Derby realise that their place in the world is underneath us,
Yeah.
then I'm quite happy.
And Leicester.
Unless that wasn't funny at all, was it? Watching them go down on the last day of the season.
No.
Have you noticed how football brings out the spiteful side of my nature?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm normally actually quite a nice person, but
No, I went and saw Forest for 2.5 years. Because I had a season ticket for 2.5. And
you put yourself through that torture, did you?
yeah, you know when we actually went down to League One.
So it was your fault.
That. I actually wore a
I always
Forest
wondered
shirt
whose fault
every-
that was. It was
I
down
wore
to
a
you,
Forest
wasn't it?
shirt every week.
Oh God!
Every Saturday I thought, oh, we'll have a look at Forest shirt.
I'm convinced I'm bad luck, you know.
Do a lad baby.
I never watched
Forest
them.
shirt.
I never listened to them. I'm just convinced I'm a curse on them. Well, most of the time, let's be honest, most of the time I'm here working. So.
You get a curse when you come here and all.
Well, thank you for that, Mark. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Can I go now?
But yeah, it was more, but hey
I'll
ho.
shake your hand.
But hey ho, yeah.
Even after that insult.
What going down to League One and
Yeah,
staying down there for 4 years.
As
Is
long
it
as
full-
Derby stay down there.
Was it 4 season we got promoted?
It was about that. I guess.
3rd or 4th one.
Yeah. But don't worry, we're in the Premier League.
We're in the top 5 now
Yeah.
with the big boys.
Just got to stop there.
Hopefully we don't get in financial fair play.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Don't worry. You worry too much.
Not like Man City. Man
Wolves.
City, eh?
And Wolves. And Everton.
Yeah.
I think Sam's desperately trying to press stop. I think he's had enough now. Right,
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
away. Bye-bye, Michael.
Yeah.
Welcome to our MENCAP MATTERS podcast. Which football team do you support?
Notts County.
Little Boys. Why? Why you like both teams?
Because I like watching them and listening to them.
I know something about Jenna because she's a big huge Forest fan. She goes to all the games.
So I gave them
So, even though you're a Forest fan, Jenna, and you're a season ticket holder, if I remember rightly, how long have you been a season ticket holder?
A long time.
Too long that you lost count. And about you, Laura, you've been a season ticket holder from Notts County,
No, I've not been to any games. I just listen to them on the radio.
also watching like that
BBC.
final.
Yeah. I didn't watch the final, I watched it on.
No, I watched the final, it was so good. Sadly,
Yeah, we are
the wrong
going
team
up.
won.
We are going up.
Sadly, there's the wrong team won.
You're a big Man City fan?
Man City ladies, wasn't it?
Yeah. I could have 2 teams, but Notts County is my favourite
Yeah.
one ever.
Would you like to go to a match?
Yeah, I would like to go to a match. I get claustrophobic because I don't really like crowds.
Who's your favourite player?
Have you got a favourite player, Laura?
Well, Langstaff, not the top goal scorer around here.
Yeah.
My brother went to meet him, he's got a photograph taken.
How many goals did Longstaff actually score last season?
I
He's
don't
top
know.
goal scorer, wasn't
Yeah, I can't remember how long.
What about you, Jenna? Have you had a think? Who would you say is your favourite player?
David Watson.
he? You've got a Wongi, Tyro Wongi. He
Yeah.
plays up front.
that's it.
Yeah, Tyro Wongi. Yeah, a really good player. Hopefully he can score more this season. So, both of you again, what do you think about the new season this year? So what do you think about the new season? Forest still staying in the Premier League, Notts getting promoted to League 2,
I'm excited for the season.
yeah.
There's new teams in League 2. Well, because
There's more, isn't there? There's more in
Wrexham's
League.
gone to League 2. Who plays in National League.
Yeah, we've got some new teams out there coming up. Luton's got promoted, Sheffield United's got promoted, I can't remember the third one.
Begins with a B.
Oh, Burnley as well.
Burnley.
I haven't forgot Burnley.
Oh yeah, they were promoted.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
We are going up. We are going up.
Yeah, we are
I can
going
put my tab on next week, so I thought we are going up.
Yeah, that's it. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Samara, welcome to our MENCAP Matters.
Thank you.
What is your favourite football? Do you like football?
My favorite football is German
Jeremy?
and Forest. And because Forest, I think so in football is magic.
Who is your favourite player?
My favorite player is the German.
So one of the German players then.
Why do you like German football teams?
Because my boyfriend like the German.
Alright. Anything else?
Nothing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Samara.
guys.
Thank you, Samara, for your time.
Don't really come on, darling.
When did the season start? Football season?
Football, oh wow. So, the football season, because we're already in pre-season friendly now, so the football season starts, if I remember rightly, the second week in August. Now, when we was in Championship, they always have the first week in August. Now, the Premier League always have the second week in August.
And sometimes they put football on telly in Christmas Day.
Yes, not on Christmas Day, no. They do it around about Christmas, so I think it's the 22nd, 23rd, and then also on Boxing Day as well.
And sometimes they put on like the match of the day, like highlight match.
Yeah, so that usually happens every Saturday. Saturday night, that's usually on about between 10 and half 10. And then Sunday, they can't watch it on a Sunday night, on a Saturday night, sorry, and they'll watch it on a Sunday morning. So, but they also have matches day 2 as well. So that's usually on a Sunday night, matches day 2. Yeah, so also you can actually record it as well and actually watch it when you come back from work.
Or shopping or wherever.
Yeah. It feels nice to talk to you anyway, Gemma.
Yeah, same to you.
One day I might actually do a bit more. So, yeah, I don't mind the studio in the back.
We can do a live show in the main stage and we've got an audience watching.
Different style, different level.
And it's different kettle fish. Which football team do you support?
Liverpool.
My dad sport Notts County.
How long have you supported them for?
What, Liverpool? For a long time, because it's a tribute to one of my friends. He was a Liverpool supporter, and since he passed away, I carried on the tribute to him.
So you sort of carried on the legacy.
Of him being a Liverpool supporter. Yeah. And I said to him, I promised him that I'll carry on supporting them as a memory to him.
My dad supported Notts County many years.
So,
when he was alive, yeah.
Yeah. I bet you've seen the
He's seen a lot of matches.
I do watch a lot of matches on the telly when it's on, and I do actually go on to BBC Sport and check upon the results. Sometimes I listen to them on Radio 5.
Have you ever been to a match?
No.
My dad has. He's been many times.
What would you like to go to a match?
I would like to, but the tickets are so expensive. That's why I can't afford to go.
No, it's actually to brought the prices down.
Yeah, it's down to the actual club itself, or to put the prices down. The manager doesn't put the prices up. Are the players? It's the people around the club putting them up.
Katie, did your dad used to go to pretty much all of the matches, did he? Did he have a season ticket or did he just go to the occasional match?
I think he just went to occasional match.
Yeah.
But he always followed him all the time.
but I would like to go to one match when Liverpool play against Forest at the Forest ground. I would like to go and watch them.
The final question. Who is your favourite player?
My favourite player is Salah.
I don't know that bit because I don't know what my dad was favourite players because it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Which football team do you support?
None.
What about you, James?
Arsenal?
Arsenal?
Yeah.
That's not what you told me a minute ago.
Oh. Leeds United?
Leeds United?
Yeah, 19.
What about more locally?
Gotcha.
You like You're having me on here, aren't you, James? You're having me on. Who did you say a minute ago to me?
Forest, didn't it? Forest better.
How long have you supported them for?
Never.
Have you ever been to a match?
No.
Would you like to go?
Okay.
No point asking Matt.
No, because I won't go.
Who is your favourite player?
No point
I ain't got no
asking
feet,
Matt.
but I just put me in 2 feet.
Yeah. No, that's about all we need from you, James.
Thanks, fuck off for that. I don't like football anyway. I'm not a football player.
Well, we got Danny with us in our podcast show for the first time. Yeah, I'd say good football fan, aren't you?
I am a really good football fan, yeah.
Even that you're a Lincoln supporter and a Man United supporter. So Lincoln's alright, just Man United.
Yeah, well, I have to like Lincoln because that's where I'm from. And I started supporting Man United when I was, 8, 10 years old. I think it was around about the time when Brian Robson was just leaving. So I think his final season. So I was kind of taken in with Eric Cantona moving over. He was kind of my idol, and Ryan Giggs.
So Giggs is doing alright, ain't he? Down at Salford. Oh, up Salford, not down Salford, up Salford, isn't he?
Yes, it was the class of '92. That,
so tell me a bit more about class of '92s.
So that was kind of the year that, that started everything off. So Man United have always been a big team, but so Alex Ferguson went there and took him a couple of seasons to get going. But then when the class of '92 came through, it was when they really hit off. So Gary Neville, Phil Neville.
2 Nevilles, and you got Van der Sar, ain't you?
Not in the.
Oh,
he wasn't
no,
the class
Van der
of
Sar was
92.
later, isn't he?
He was, yeah. It was Peter Schmeichel was there. He wasn't the class of '92, but he was. The class of '92 was a youth team set up, and you had a few of the guys came up to the first team. So Giggs, Neville, Beckham, Scholes, and they all came up together. And there was a famous phrase by Alan Hansen, who was a commentator at the time, who said, "You can't win anything with kids," and they did.
They sort of did now, haven't they?
And they got the treble. So you say Lincoln and Man U, but living in Nottingham, I'm interested in Forest too. You can't live in Nottingham and not follow Forest or
County or Mansfield.
I didn't even think about that one. Good point.
So Mansfield did closely, should have got playoffs last season, but just got knocked out of it. And then we've got Notts as well. So you know what? To be fair, I'm glad that Notts got promoted.
It's good for the city, isn't it?
Good for the city. Forest staying up, County getting promoted.
It's exciting. Forest staying up, isn't it? Oh, great. Are
Um,
they going to stay up this year then?
with the players we got last season, I thought we weren't going to stay up. Forest do this every year, even with Championship. It's like a yo-yo squad. They're going up, down, up, down. Where are they going this season?
Oh.
Hopefully stay up this season.
How many Champions Leagues have United won?
We won 2.
Have Man U won 3?
We won 2 back to back.
So you've done like Forest. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
But look at Real
Got
Madrid.
more than Man City. They've
Yeah.
only got 1.
And Arsenal.
Haven't got any of it.
No. So look at Lincoln, how many Cups have Lincoln got? Even though they're in the UK.
I watched them win the Unibond Trophy. Is that what you call it?
You mean the League Cup?
No, it was the.
Oh no, the League Cup.
The lower League Cup. Or is it? It's called. I think it's called something like the Unibond or.
Unibond. I've never heard of that one.
Wow.
Yeah, because you got the FA Cup, the League Cup, used to be the Milk Cup and the Carling Cup and the Carabao Cup and.
I don't think Premier League teams can enter it. So it's for the national leagues.
No,
can enter this Unibond one.
Oh,
whatever you call it. They won it a couple of years ago. 3 years ago, maybe.
It's not the Johnson Paint Trophy, is it?
I think it might be.
Because you've got Johnson Paint Trophy, and then they change their name every time, aren't they? I don't know. I forgot what it used to be called. John Pine Auctions or something. No, that's
It's a bad name for a trophy, though, isn't it?
yeah.
But I watched Lincoln at Wembley a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know, something like that.
Wow.
I'm going to ask you about Man United then. Where do you reckon they're going to be finishing this year?
Man United this season.
Are they going to win it?
You know what? I put something like Forest top, Man City second. Then I put the really bottom. So when I've done the whole table, I put really at the bottom. I put depending on what the FA do with Man City, will they stay second or top, or will they get points deducted? What's that other country called? Everyone's buying, aren't they?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. How are they getting all that money? Then again, it's all oil money, isn't it?
A lot of it's money from natural resources, yeah. Yeah, they're looking to grow that league, aren't they? So they're not the only teams who have done it. PSG have spent fortunes, haven't they? Real Madrid and Barcelona spend money they haven't got every year.
And they're doing it.
Well, Real Madrid haven't got any money and they're buying everybody. They just bought Bellingham and now they're looking at, might be interested in Mbappe.
Mbappe, yeah. Yeah, the away finish coming at some point.
I saw them out.
It's not nice, and
Problem is, right, a lot of people don't like other teams having all the money from Saudi Arabia or whatever, but if it's your own club, then you can kind of look a bit more favourably on it.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, is that we either ban it for everybody or we'll just let it happen.
So what's your favourite player then? So starting from now, so
My favourite player playing now.
Going back from when you started supporting them.
So my favourite player has got to be Eric Cantona. Eric Cantona is the very best. He's not the best like skill wise. He didn't score more goals than anybody else, but there was just something about the way he played. I saw the other day there was it was when Wimbledon played Man United, right, and Vinnie Jones was just so dirty that game, fouling everybody like really violently. And there was one tackle, and it was a horrific tackle on Cantona, and he just rolled over, and in one movement stood straight up, collar stood up, just looked, and thought, he's the man. He was the man, and he's the one that, not only was he the coolest football player that's ever existed, in my opinion, he drove Man United forward, and there's that goal. I always remember watching Cantona score FA Cup final against Liverpool, and it was like a half volley, I think it was, just outside the box, and it just looked like the ball weaved round everybody. It's not so impressive when you see it now, but at the time it was just incredible. Then there's that famous lob that he did. He turned around. It's just great. My favourite player now, Foden. Foden's one of my favourite players now. I know he's a City player, but he's English, so it's allowed.
Yeah.
Foden's just graceful. He's the most graceful player. Well,
Yeah.
he's not the most graceful player. That would be like Messi in his prime and things, but he's just great to see. The original Ronaldo, he was another one. I didn't see too much of him, but when I saw him, and his speed and his skill was just like, I just wish I could have seen more of him, because he was incredible when he was on fire, when he was playing well. A lot of footballers say that he's the best player that's ever existed.
So it's Stuart Pearce, so isn't it?
Stuart Pearce?
Yeah, back. Oh. Now, I wasn't actually born when the FA Cup final was, but he was really good, wasn't he?
All I remember with him was so in Euro '96.
And then
So I would have
91.
been 14 when Stuart Pearce scored penalty shootout Euro '96. Yeah, but he missed that penalty in 1990 World Cup. So in Euro '96,
He
he
did it
stood up
again.
and he scored, and that image of him screaming and with like
Yeah, it's
Triumph.
usually that, innit?
that was just one of the greatest footballing moments.
But yeah, it was nice talking to you about all these footballs.
Thanks for inviting me to have a chat.
Hi, you're welcome. So hopefully we'll tune in for next time on our podcast.